Doing really well here, Neil. And you?
Fantastic. And today's topic is I'm really excited menopause. I don't know why I'm excited, but because it's a very popular topic among women. What is menopause?
Well, menopause is a natural process when a woman's menstrual period stops and it permanently marks the end of reproductive life.
What happens to the ovaries during menopause?
Well, they stop functioning. That means no more eggs, no more estradiol, and that's the body's estrogen, and no more progesterone. So your hormones disappear, eggs disappear.
How many periods must be missed before you're said to be in menopause?
12 consecutive months without a period is required.
What is perimenopause?
Well, that's the time before menopause, and lots of different things can happen there. Cycles become irregular, a little bit of hot flashes, introduction of sleep problems, and anything that you can get in menopause can come in perimenopause.
What is postmenopause?
Well, that is the time after menopause. In other words, Uh, menopause is really a transition, and the postmenopause is the time after the menopause. Hormone deprivation, hot flashes, or sometimes we call them hot flushes, heart disease, and osteoporosis.
What is the average age for menopause?
Well, it's somewhere between 40 and 58, and the average age is 51 years.
What is premature menopause?
Sometimes menopause can occur as early as 30 years.
If you experience postmenopause bleeding, what should you do?
You need to see your doctor. You need to rule out the most common kind of cancer. It would be associated with postmenopausal bleeding, and it is uterine lining cancer.
How do you know if you're getting close to menopause?
Well, the first signs would be change in the normal menstrual pattern. Periods could be light, could be heavy. Frequency can be affected. You could have one period every 2 or 3 weeks, or you might not have a period for months.
Can you get pregnant during menopause or perimenopause?
Well, be unlikely to get pregnant after menopause, but in perimenopause, you don't know what your hormones are doing. So yes, it's possible. A couple of years ago, I heard about this is on the radio, a 54-year-old woman pregnant with triplets. So yes, that can happen in perimenopause.
What can be mistaken for menopause?
Well, thyroid abnormalities, heart disease, endometrial cancer, autoimmune disorders, anxiety, depression, sleep apnea, and anemia.
What is the body's natural estrogen?
Estradiol, and that there are three kinds of estrogens. There's the estrone and the estriol and the estradiol. Estradiol is the main circulating female hormone. It is what makes females female. And it doesn't matter whether you happen to be a bear or a deer or a rodent or a chicken. The estrogen is what makes women women, and testosterone was what makes men men.
What are the best vitamins for menopause?
Well, B complex, and there are actually eight of them. Vitamin D, vitamin E, iron, vitamin C, and magnesium. Those are all good vitamins.
Should I use hormone replacements?
Well, that's totally up to the individual. I would say, though, this, if you're going to use hormone replacement, replace your hormones with the real hormone. That's estradiol, and it can only be supplied in a patch because if you took it by mouth, it would be degraded in your stomach, so it would be useless. So the patch is the way to get the hormone that you are missing.
All right, best place to go is worlddocallen.com and pick up Pregnancy Your Way, available today on Amazon. Thanks, Doc.
Thank you, Neil.
All right, that was World.